I have a confession to make. I really don't pay attention to Puma sneakers. I grew up as a Nike and Jordan kid. Their biggest competitor, especially in the sport that I was participating in, which is basketball, was always Adidas, but my heart and fandom was always with Nike and Jordan. And similar to music, how when you reach a certain age, you pretty much, or at least for me, you pretty much just hang on to the music that you listen to as a youth. So as an adult, the sneakers that I'm into, the sneakers that capture my attention, a lot of it has been tied to nostalgia and the memories I had when I was young, the shoes I couldn't afford, but now I can, fortunately. And Puma was just never quite in that rotation. But recently, I was scrolling on my phone, procrastinating on something else I should have been doing, and I came across a collaboration between Puma and PlayStation that really caught my eye. And I started to realize the only Puma shoes that I kind of know and I'm not really too familiar with, like LaMelo Ball's signature shoes. I know the UFC champion or former champion, Israel Adesanya, he had a contract with Puma. Not sure if that still exists. Breanna Stewart has her signature shoe, and that's about it. And I've never reviewed a Puma shoe on my channel before. So, with all that said, I'm very excited to be reviewing this shoe today. Puma Suede PlayStation. Shoe dropped on April 18th for $100 at midnight, and this was part of a larger collection and drop with a black pair as well and apparel. First impressions of the shoe. I'm satisfied. I definitely am satisfied. Love the colorway, love this gray, perfect, right up my alley. So easy to wear. And this sole is a thing of beauty. I love it. Of course, a very, very famous PlayStation collaboration is the Air Force One PlayStation. That is a crazy shoe, and even though I'll never be able to get that, I swear I'm very happy with this one. I'm very happy. And the upper of the shoe, of course, it is suede. And the suede, oh, this is nice. Much better than what you would expect for $100, especially when you compare it with Nike and Jordan brand. Like this suede, especially on this toe box. Oh, that feels good. And all across the entire upper, apart from the toe box and the tongue, you see the PlayStation symbols debossed into the shoe with that leather strip across with a nylon lining. And of course, the Puma Suede logo that's also debossed into the shoe. It's got this kind of reflective silver look to it. Compare this to like an MX1, which goes for about $140 to $150, sometimes $160. But the ones that aren't MX1 premiums, compare that filthy, synthetic, very not good feeling suede on those shoes. This is $100. Why can't those MX ones come with similar type of materials? Moving on to the booty of the shoe, it is mismatched branding. So on this TPU film, this right shoe, you have the PlayStation logo, of course, and on the left shoe, you have the Puma symbol. Just a very, very cool look. And also on the booty, on the sole of the heel of the shoe, you can see Puma branding. And then moving on to tongue, it is entirely suede as well. You get co-branded tongues. This one has both Puma and PlayStation branding on top. One thing I will say I don't love about this tongue is the exposed tongue. So you can see like the foam, that material exposed. Just don't like how it feels, how it looks. And then the laces of the shoe up close, there's almost like a light green tinge to it. It is not, it is gray. Just blends into the upper of the shoe very well. And this shoe does come with one extra set of laces, the black set of laces. And honestly, out of the two, I can't choose. Both of them look really nice. I really like how both these set of laces look on this shoe. Let me know which set you would go in the comments below. And this shoe does come with a rubber cup sole. And in my opinion, the highlight of this entire shoe, this entire collaboration, is this blue, icy, beautiful outsole. Oh, it looks so good. It is branded as well with the PlayStation symbols. Just look at the gradient. Just look at how that looks. I love it. Absolutely love it. And then also Puma branding on the outsole itself. So subtle, but you notice it. It is beautiful. So beautiful. And the insole of the shoe, it is such a hard insole to take out. You can see I'm probably like sweating right now. The insole of the shoe, it's very cheap feeling. It does not give it much comfort. And of course, co-branding there. Now this shoe also comes with a PlayStation branded hang tag, as well as these two tongue protectors. So it came with like this over the tongue. No, it's just plastic. And the box of this shoe, just great. It's got PlayStation branding all over. On the side as well. On the back, you have a very detailed size conversion chart. On the inside, you got PlayStation branded paper. Just the detail. In terms of sizing and comfort, I'm a wide flat footer. For the Puma Suede, I went true to size. I think it fits pretty well, like width-wise and length-wise. You can even argue if you don't have wide feet, you can maybe even go down half a size. There's not a lot of padding around the ankles, kind of reminds me of like a Jordan 1 Low OG. So you kind of feel like naked around the ankles if you're not used to wearing like ankles that are very thin. Around the toe box area though, it fits my wide feet pretty well. I think if I went down half a size, probably would have crushed my wide feet. But in terms of general comfort, probably the biggest flaw, the biggest weakness of the shoe, and I get it, this is a very old shoe, old technology. There's barely any technology there, really. So it's a very flat to the ground shoe. Kind of reminds me of like a Nike Dunk, that type of feel. And I know people like skateboard in the shoe, b-boy in this shoe. I personally don't partake in either of those activities, so I can't say how well or how good it is for those two types of sports. But for me, just in terms of casual use, the comfort, yeah, it's very average. And that brings the total sole score of the Puma Suede PlayStation to 39 out of 50. Pretty good score compared to other collaborations. Now first to this colorway. Just on that sole alone, that icy kind of gradient, I think this is a great colorway, especially in this kind of gray, very muted tone. Oh, it works. It works very, very well. I love the hints of blue all around. It is just a nice, clean colorway. And in terms of the materials, what a great surprise. For $100, the suede feels really nice, especially on my toe box. Can't stop stressing. As someone that's used to Nike, quality of the suede at this price point, just not as good. Just not as good. I like the materials on the shoe. And in terms of the comfort, a very, very old shoe, pretty flat to the ground. For casual use here and there, yeah, it's not the worst, but of my rotation, probably in the lower 25%. Doesn't like hurt my feet anywhere, but yeah, just super flat to the ground. You don't really feel any technology. Very minimal. And in terms of the versatility of the shoe, I think the Puma Suede silhouette is super wearable, super simple, especially for casual use. And the wearability of the colorway, also very wearable. Just black, gray, some blue, all very standard colors that go with a lot of different things. I just love how subtle, but also kind of makes a statement. It's kind of different and unique with that sole. Very wearable shoe. And in terms of the storytelling of the shoe, especially just at this price point, just the detail, the D-Boss PlayStation symbols, the co-branding on the tongue, on the insole, as well as the back of the shoe, and the box. Oh, what a highlight that box is. And of course the branding on the outsole. I think just the storytelling and the collaboration and partnership together just executed so nicely on the shoe. This is the first Puma shoe that I have reviewed on my channel, and honestly, I think this is a great start. I've always wanted to kind of broaden and expand the variety of shoes that I go over, but it's hard with Nike and Jordan really dominating the market. And me as a Nike and Jordan kid, it's hard to not just gravitate towards those two brands in particular. But this one, this Puma Suede PlayStation collaboration, I can't tell you. The level of excitement when I opened up the box and got this shoe sword in hand really is up there. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Sole Inclined. Let me know what you think of the Puma Suede PlayStation. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes.